Hi, goddesses, and welcome to yet another YouTube Live. And boy, do I have a lot to tell you, and I'm going to invite you along my journey, which can also be your journey. And that's the reason that I'd love you to follow it. You know, in the last week, I have enrolled in 2 different challenges or online courses with homework, etc. I can't believe I did 2 in 1, but God, it was so worth it because it was so inspiring, and that is as well as running my business. So it's been really, really intense, but by the same token, really amazing listening to the best of the best speakers like Dean Graziosi, Russell Brunson from ClickFunnels, Tony Robbins, that I absolutely love, who said the most amazing thing, which is that crises like the one we're in at the moment worldwide encourage us or prompt us to grow. So I'm not obviously quoting him exactly, I'm paraphrasing here, but it's absolutely fantastic because what it means is focusing on solutions and not the problems. Now, this particular session, once again, I've pulled out a goddess card for us, and here she is, and I'll tell you all about her later, but it's about the story of Isis and Osiris, which is really, really interesting. So I'll share this with you later. And also, another tip that I have for you is selenite. Can you see this beautiful crystal, selenite? And did you know that selenite actually acts as a magic wand, amplifying whatever your intention is? So you can use selenite in this way. It's absolutely fantastic. How beautiful is this crystal? It's gorgeous. So now, without further ado, those of you who know me know that I created the Areti Goddess Online Program, which is titled Your Rise as a Female Leader, to celebrate our 2020 Rise as Female Leaders, because this is indeed a year to rise, both astrologically, numerologically, in every possible way. We're going to be aided to rise and to do what we love and to create a balance in the world, which is absolutely necessary for our cultural survival going forward into this new era. So here is the thing. I created the Areti Goddess Online Program to empower you in your health, wealth, relationships. And the way to do that was for me to gather all the best tools that I've gathered over a lifetime, put them together in this online course that is so jam-packed with 40 lessons, so that you can do what I did over a lifetime in a few days or weeks, however you do it, because you do it in your own space, in your own time, right? And if you work the program works for you. But here is the thing. You will notice, if you know this online course, this program, the way that it boosts you so that you can create wealth in your life is by giving you step-by-step instructions to start your own business, to do what you love, then, leading you through public speaking, presentation, marketing, branding, pitching your business, and even publicity photography. So they're the areas that I actually know about and specialize in. You will notice that never ever have I said that I am financially wealthy. So I'm going to invite you to follow my challenge to myself to create wealth and achieve my first $1 million. The reason I wanted to follow me is because I wanted to empower you as well. Okay? So let me rewind and start at the beginning. I have been prompted by doing these two challenges, and one was a Build Your Brand challenge with Dean and Russell and Tony Robbins. And the other challenge I'm doing is the One Funnel Away challenge for ClickFunnels. Now, the thing about these challenges is that you watch all these amazing videos of people who have achieved so much doing what they love and serving humanity. Now, here is the thing with me. I want to share a little bit about my journey and where I am right now, and you'll see just how your mess can be someone else's inspiration. Everyone knows about one particular area or another. So now more than ever, it's a great time for online business, for you to tell your story, okay? So I'm going to tell you a little bit about mine, because the thing about me is I've always lived on inspiration. And in fact, every goal that I have put my mind to, I have achieved. So it's what you put your attention on, and that is what you create. Okay, so to go back in history, I wanted to become an actor. I became an actor. Then I wanted to write a book, and I wrote and published The Truth About Acting. I wanted to make films, and I made films. I wanted to start speaking, and I started speaking. I was invited to submit articles as a contributor to 2 different magazines, from writing my book. I had a global humanitarian project that I led, and I did that. I ran for the seat of Sydney federal election in 2016, and I only did that because I thought it would empower people. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, all this time I've been creative and spiritual, and I've been really passionate about empowering people, but I had never, ever focused on creating wealth for myself. So when I actually founded this company, Areti Goddess Events, I founded it because I found myself, like half of our middle-aged women, without superannuation, retirement funds to retire on. And for the first time, I thought, wow, how can I empower people, and specifically women, and create wealth for myself? And that's how I launched Areti Goddess Events, to create wealth for myself whilst I create wealth, or empower women to create wealth for them, for you, goddesses. The thing is that I had such an extraordinary journey, and I've overcome so many obstacles, but because I was never focused on creating wealth, I can honestly tell you that 5 years ago, I landed in public housing. So in actual fact, when I started this company, I started from zero. I put everything I have into empowering you goddesses, because there is such a need for this to happen. One, because women are in crisis in so many different ways. In terms of retirement funds, 1 in 3 of us is abused in an intimate relationship. One woman actually loses her life every single week, and that's just in Australia, mind you, right? And then over half of our female population, again in Australia, is obese, and many with health issues. Again, I can relate. I can relate to relationship breakdowns. Everything that is in the Areti Goddess Online Program, they're all areas that I do have expertise in. So what I'm doing now, while I launch on this challenge to myself to create wealth, to make my first $1 million, I want you to follow me, because I'm going to share exactly how I go about it and fill you in every single week, okay? So the first step I have taken is actually doing the Build Your Brand challenge. And now for the next 30 days, I'm doing the One Funnel Away challenge on ClickFunnels. And guess what ClickFunnels is? ClickFunnels is like having the best salesperson you can have online. So it's an automated system And it's all in the effort of creating wealth and empowering women and doing what I love, but working smarter, not harder at the same time. So this is what I want to communicate to you as well, that working online, working on your own business means working in your own space, in your own time, in your own comfort. And that's why I'm such a huge advocate for it, and especially doing what you love, because that is the definition of success, goddess. Seriously. So many people, in fact, over 70% have hated their jobs. And in actual fact, one of the perks of isolation has been that people have dropped out of the rat race, which is what they've hated for so long, and have had time. A lot of my clients have been reflecting on what they've actually wanted to do all this time and haven't been able to, especially online. So it's such a great time for online business. And there's no reason why we cannot thrive in crisis. In every single crisis in history, there have been people that have indeed thrived. So the first step that I've taken towards building wealth for myself is doing these challenges. And I'm going to keep you posted, because at the moment, whilst I'm running the 2020 case study for female leaders, which you are welcome to join, by the way, check out the website for details. And whilst I do run my business, I'm also doing this 30-day challenge, and it has so much homework. So I'm going to share my journey with you week by week. And what I've done is actually made an investment in myself. So when you actually invest in your own learning, we have to realize that we don't know what we don't know. And if we don't have coaches, if we don't have mentors, most of us do fall into procrastination and we never do it. We never get around to it. Okay? So I'm getting coaching as a coach, and I recommend it highly. So that is my challenge, goddesses, and I would love your support. Please subscribe if you like, and share and comment. I love hearing comments from you, because this is such a journey, making my first $1 million, starting from scratch. I feel like J.K. Rowling or something, you know? So I'm really, really excited. Okay, so now I'm going to share this beautiful goddess card, which is our goddess card for the week for us. And you can hold those beautiful values inside you. And once again, she's this amazing, amazing goddess. In ancient Egypt, Isis was among the oldest of the goddesses, the mother and giver of all life. A moon goddess, she gives birth to the sun, creates and sustains all life, and is the savior of all people. The teacher of agriculture, she is also the goddess of medicine and wisdom. Osiris was her brother and husband. When Osiris was murdered by his brother Set, Isis searched for and found him, revived him, and conceived their son, Horus. When Set again took Osiris and scattered his body in 14 pieces, yuck, Isis hunted down each piece except for his reproductive organs, which she was unable to locate, in order to give each piece a proper burial. Isis is the universal goddess representing total femininity. She can overcome death itself, yet she is not above grief. One of her tears, wept when Osiris was dying, caused the Nile River to flood. I'd say that's quite a lot of tears, wouldn't you? She underscores the depths of emotion that even a goddess must feel. So goddess says, what an amazing message for our goddess card this week, because it's all about femininity being the birth and creation of all life, but it's also about honoring both our light and our shadow, honoring our emotions, our tears, and being truthful about them, and just feeling our feelings. That is the actual state of enlightenment. is loving your light and your shadow equally. So this is fantastic. And I can tell you that I have shed quite a lot of tears. But even landing in public housing 5 years ago, obviously I went through so much and shed so many tears. But it has actually been the biggest gift I've ever received, because it's given me the sanctuary that I needed to heal and grow and rebuild my life, start my company to empower you goddesses. It's given me everything I've ever needed. So for that, I am so, so grateful. I hope that you do follow my journey, and I'll be back next week with more news. In the meantime, I wish you amazing success. Namaste, Goddess.